Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Blackest Night wave, or Wave 1 as I usually call it. I say Wave 1 because with McFarlane, you never know, he might include in the future some other figures within particular storylines, so I figured, you know what, let's call it Wave 1. So we're going to be taking a look at each one individually, quick overview of them, but if you want to take a further look at each one in terms of what accessories that it comes with, and of course the card and further detail, make sure you go to my YouTube channel so you can take a look at the other videos. So before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support the channel to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's start off with the only hero here in this line, and I feel bad for Kyle Renner because he's the only one. It's going to be obviously Kyle Renner. So let's take a quick look at him, and as I previously stated in the other videos, head sculpture looks very good, very clean looking. I'm a sucker for white eyes. Boom, you got the white eyes. Hair sculpture is cool. The articulation is good. Arms, legs, the paint's good. The detailing is very good. I do like that texture material because it's black, but when you have light on it, it kind of has like a gloss to it, kind of a weird undercoating of white, if that makes sense. But cool looking figure. You can see that ring right there. I really dig it. The only downside to it is obviously the paint. You've noticed that the face paint is different than actual neck paint. Not a big deal, but something that I noticed. Next up, we'll take a look at another really good looking figure. It's going to be Black Lantern Superman. Look at that head sculpture. Come on, tell me that don't look good. That head sculpture is fantastic. It's sturdy, grimy, but it looks menacing. The teeth look disgusting, like he never brushed his teeth. Hair sculpture is good. Arm articulation is good on this figure. Leg articulation is good. That silver looks really good. It makes this figure pop, especially because it's black. And I really dig this figure. Very good job on this figure, man. He looks very cool, man. I like it a lot. It's a really good looking figure. Next up, we have here, well, I'll do, in my opinion, the best for last. But then we have here Batman. Fantastic looking figure. White, well, not really white eyes, but blue eyes. That face looks really good. Very detailed. That paint job, the skin that's ripping, looks really good. Again, in terms of the Batman costume, are very clean looking, not much going on. As I mentioned in the video, I wish there was more like tears on here. You can see kind of that skin underneath, but apart from that, cool looking figure. There's the back of it. Clean looking cape. But that face that looks really cool, man. I really dig this figure. Now I save the best for last because Deathstrom, oh my god. Just look at that head sculpture. Tell me that don't look dope. Come on. Tell me that does not look dope. Look at all that detail. The paint, the whites, the grays, the dark grays, the little bit of blue on his hair, the flame just looks so good, man. Fantastic figure. Articulation on this figure is really good. The detail on this figure is fantastic. It just looks so good. And with that silver and black, it pops, man. And just the head sculpture is fantastic. McFarlane did a really good job with this figure. Highly recommend getting this one. If you don't want to get any of them, definitely have to get this as a must, because just look at that. Just looks menacing, man. Really good. And of course, once you get all the builder figures, which is all these 4, right? You build, of course, Atrocitus. This is the builder figure for Atrocitus, and he looks very good, very menacing. Head sculpture is really good. The paint on him is good. Not much going on in paint. I mean, the paint's there, but in terms of the actual a lot of amount of color in terms of red, not much going on there, but even on the red on here, it looks very good. That texture material very present, similar to Kyle Renner, but on this one it's definitely noticeable. And when you have a light on it, like white light on it, it really does pop. It makes like a kind of a shiny to it, and it looks very good, man. Sculpture of it just looks massive, and of course he should be taller than the regular figure, and because obviously it's Atrocitus, and McFarlane did a fantastic job. He nailed the height and the look of it. Really cool, man. I really like this figure. It's a fantastic wave, in my opinion. But I think the Blackest Night wave is probably in my opinion, the best builder figure wave, in my opinion. And I hope McFarlane continues making more of the Blackest Night because they all look good. Now, this is not a Build-A-Figure. This is a Mega Fig. So, this is the $40 one. Mega Fig here. And then we have Necron here. And he looks fantastic. That wide eyes, that texture on the skull, the teeth, the neck. Oh, there you go. We can pick it up. There you go. Just look at all that. And the heart, you can see all that. And there's a little bit of gloss on there too. The skin ripping. Just look at all that detail. Again, McFarlane killed it with this figure. And this is a Mega Fig, and it is a lot taller than Atrocitus. He just looks fantastic, man. And like I mentioned, McFarlane did a fantastic job with Necron. He looks menacing. He looks really, really good, man. And with that silver, the bright silver on here, it just looks really, really, really cool. It would be really cool if they had like a little chain. I think that would have been top notch. But regardless, though, Necron, really, really, really good. So yeah, that includes an overview of the Blackest Night Wave 1. And again, I say Wave 1 because with McFarlane, most likely will release another figure for Blackest Night. But regardless, so this is a quick overview of all the figures that's in this Wave 1. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So it includes an overview of the Wave 1 Blackest Night. And on to the next one.